Okay, let's dive right into this. Imagine, just for a second, a simple piece of cloth. It's not a dangerous weapon, it's not stolen property, and it's literally just fabric, right? Yet, for a really significant chunk of history, simply having this specific piece of cloth was a highly punishable offense. Welcome to today's explainer. We're going to jump straight into the Indian independence movement to look at the absolutely shocking reality of why holding the national flag was treated as an outright crime under the British Raj.
Today, obviously, the vibrant Tiranga flies freely everywhere you look, its bright colors representing a modern, independent nation. But to truly understand the triumph of those colors, we kind of have to look back at the heavy, oppressive shadows of India's colonial past. It was a completely different world back then, a time when freedom was just a distant dream. Holding a symbol like the Swaraj flag, the one with the iconic spinning wheel or charkha on it, well, it wasn't just frowned upon, no way. It was considered an act of extreme rebellion.
Part 1. A very serious crime.
So, the absolutely crucial point here is the total suppression of this symbol. The word forbidden really hits the nail on the head. The ruling powers didn't just casually ban this flag. They wanted to completely erase what this cloth represented from the public consciousness. By declaring it absolutely forbidden, British authorities effectively turned every single piece of this fabric into a massive threat to their rule. They saw the flag as this incredibly dangerous unifying force, something that could literally ignite a mass rebellion. And because of that, anyone caught holding it became an immediate target.
Possessing the flag was a serious crime that led straight to dark prison cells. And we're not talking about petty fines or a slap on the wrist here. People paid a terrible, heavy price for this. We are talking about everyday individuals losing their freedom completely, often subjected to grueling hard labor in brutal colonial prisons, like the infamous cellular jail. And why? Simply for daring to hold on to a symbol of their own identity and their hopes for independence.
Moving on to part 2. Batons and dark cells.
And this really brilliantly illustrates the immediate, terrifying physical danger these individuals faced out on the streets. You've got the freedom fighter, the hell flag, the British policeman, and that raised baton. This conflict, it wasn't just some quiet legal debate happening in a courtroom. It was a visceral physical struggle. Ordinary citizens bravely stared down heavily armed police during brutal crackdowns, events known as lathi charges. Imagine facing imminent physical violence and the threat of those dark prison cells, armed with literally nothing but your own convictions and a piece of cloth. The stakes for this resistance, they really could not have been higher.
Which brings us to part 3. Uncovering the forbidden truth.
And here is the powerful truth of the whole matter. That vibrant flag we see flying so freely today, it isn't just a piece of dyed fabric. It is literally and metaphorically woven with the crimson threads of Indian resistance. Every single color on the modern Tiranga is underpinned by those struggles, the raised bands and the dark cells endured by the freedom fighters, the batons and the bands, while they ultimately didn't win out, and the cloth itself now carries the immense weight of that incredibly victorious history.
The story of this flag really challenges us to look differently at the world around us. So, here's a question for you. When you see a flag flying today, any flag really, what forbidden history might be hidden right there in its threads? What incredible sacrifices were committed just so that symbol could eventually catch the wind in freedom? It's a really powerful reminder that the everyday symbols we kind of just take for granted often carry these hidden, intense backstories of resistance. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, stay curious.